Hello everyone and welcome to Buena Vista Therapy. Welcome to another episode where we discuss mental health, supporting mental health and what you can do. So today we're going to be talking about catastrophizing. So let's get straight into it. So have you ever noticed how one small thought can suddenly turn into a full-blown worst case scenario? Like one email perhaps, one sensation in your body, one comment, and suddenly your mind jumps straight to everything is about to fall apart. If this sounds like you, then this video is for you. So let's get started. So let's discuss what catastrophizing actually is. So let's look into it. So catastrophizing is when your mind automatically jumps to the worst possible outcome, even when there's little or no evidence that it will happen. Catastrophizing is not overreacting. It's not about being dramatic. It's about your nervous system trying to protect you. So when you live with anxiety, your brain is constantly asking one question: what's the threat? And when it doesn't have a clear answer, it fills in the gaps with fear. So did you know that research suggests individuals diagnosed with anxiety are more likely to catastrophize? So why does anxiety make everything feel like a disaster? An anxious brain doesn't tolerate uncertainty very well. Instead of saying, I don't know what will happen, it says, let's assume the worst so we're prepared. Your brain would rather scare you than surprise you. That's why catastrophizing feels so convincing. It's not just a thought. It comes with a tight chest, a sinking feeling in your stomach, racing heart, a strong urge to fix it now. Your body is already in survival mode before logic even enters the room. What catastrophizing feels like day to day. You might notice constant what if thoughts, replaying conversations, mentally rehearsing disasters, jumping far into the future, feeling exhausted from your own mind, intense fear when someone doesn't respond to a text message or doesn't call you back. You may think, this person doesn't like me. And often people say to me, I know it's irrational, but it feels so real. You must understand that anxiety is biologically programmed to ignore logic because it operates from the survival brain rather than the logical or thinking brain. Adults tend to catastrophize about survival, such as finances, job security, health, family, or divorce, while teenagers, they focus on social status, peer rejection, and school performance. Teenagers focus on belonging, being part of a cool group. A rejection from a friend or a bad photo on social media can feel like the end of the world. So why reassurance doesn't actually help? Here's something important, especially if you struggle with anxiety or OCD. When you catastrophize, the urge, of course, is to Google, ask ChatGPT, ask others for reassurance, mentally argue with the thought by analyzing, looking at it, everything, like the specifics about it. Try to replace it with a positive one. While that might calm you for the moment, it teaches your brain, this thought was dangerous. Good thing we paid attention. So the next time your brain sends it back louder. Reassurance isn't wrong. It's just not a long-term solution. It's just not. So what actually helps when you're catastrophizing? Remember this, what you resist will persist. Acknowledge the thought. I'm having a thought that something bad will happen. Assess your environment. Are you safe? Check, are you safe? What's the evidence behind the thought? Example, a friend doesn't call back. Maybe he or she is stuck in traffic. Maybe this person is going through a hard time and you don't even know anything about it. So we have to also understand not to jump to conclusions too. Regulating your nervous system, slowing down your breathing, going for a walk to burn off the excess adrenaline in your body. Remind yourself that you are safe right now. So what else can you do regarding catastrophizing? You have to also understand that anxiety lives in the future. What you can ask yourself right now is, what do I need to do in the next 5 minutes? Not tomorrow, not next year, now. What is that you need to do right now? Learn and practice to be okay with uncertainty. I know this can be uncomfortable, but it's also powerful. Try saying to yourself, I don't need certainty to be okay in this moment. You're teaching your brain that uncertainty isn't an emergency. What happens when catastrophizing is chronic? If catastrophizing has been with you for a long time, it can be linked to past trauma, long-term stress. That's a big one, yes. Growing up in an unpredictable environment. In those cases, insight isn't enough. Approaches like hypnotherapy, somatic work, CBT, psychotherapy, psychology, or trauma-informed therapy, and many other more can help calm the nervous system. You already know we have an incredible volume of thoughts every single day. Most of them are automatic, repetitive, positive, negative, random, and you don't get to choose which ones show up. You can't stop thoughts from coming, but you can choose what you focus on. And what you focus on has power. What you repeatedly focus on starts to shape how you feel, how you act, and eventually the direction your life takes. At some point, we all face a choice. Do we live from our fears or do we move toward our dreams? You can't control what other people say or do, but you can control what you do today. If I ask you, who is the most important person in your life? You might say, my family, my partner, my kids. But the truth is, the most important person right now is you. From the moment you're born to the moment you leave this planet, the longest relation you'll ever have is the one with yourself. And when you start taking care of yourself, your thoughts, your nervous system, that's when you actually become more present and available for the people you love. So it starts with you. And what you do today quietly shapes your future. So the next time your mind goes to, what if they judge me? What if something bad happens? What if they don't like me? I don't want you to argue with your thoughts, and I don't want you to try and push them away. Instead, I want you to shift your focus. Ask yourself, what is actually happening right now in this moment? What can I see, hear, or feel in my body right now? What's one thing you can do today that supports you rather than scaring you? Because those what if thoughts are about a future that hasn't happened, but your life is happening right now. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.